He faced strong, often violent opposition without violence, and he was victorious. Such as Chavez left our better than he found it, and his work in council is still. He was, for his own people, a leader to freedom. Farm workers in the field want to gain the best and support themselves. They look for hope to this man. Cesar Chavez had faith and worked hard. With gentleness and examining in his strength, he led a very courageous life. The word of the President Bill Clinton of the United States, he was speaking in 1994 about a man named Cesar Chavez. Clinton awarded Chavez the President Medal of Freedom. By that time, Chavez had died, but his example continued to encourage thousands of people. Today's spotlight is on Cesar Chavez and his fight for farm workers' rights. Cesar Chavez was born in Arizona in the United States in 1927. When Chavez was 20 years old, his family had to leave their farm and house. They became micro farm workers in the state of California. There were many families like the Chavez family. Many of these farm workers were from Mexico. In California, they moved from farm to farm. They worked for a short time at each place. Cesar Chavez went to 37 different schools, and at 13 he left school completely. Instead, he worked like an other on the farm to make money for his family. At that time, farm workers like Chavez were not treated well. Almost all of them were very poor. The employer who owned the farm did not pay them much money. Adults and children often worked many hours and in a very bad condition. The workers' home has electricity or running water. Some farm owners even use chemical on the fields while the workers were there. This was very dangerous for the worker health. Chavez wanted to best conditions for all the farm workers. He began to work with more and more people. Chavez found that the way to make a change was to have people work together. When work come together as a group, they had more power. Chavez said, I had a dream that the only reason the employees were so powerful was we could somehow begin to deliver some change among us. Then we could begin to equal that, balancing their power in farming. Chavez encouraged farm education for their children. He also wanted to change some laws At the time, it was illegal for farm workers to join a union. The groups work for the better treatment of workers. Chavez fought very hard to form the workers' union, but his fights were not violent. Chavez only used microphone method. Chavez said, "Non-violence is a very powerful weapon. Most people do not understand the power of non-violence. Those who has been involved see the difference between violence and non-violence. We are deeply committed to a lifetime of non-violence. It is not easy, but it is an effective and very powerful way." In 1962, Czech formed the National Farm Workers Association. They disseminated non-violent actions such as demonstration and marching. Because of the actions, many people learned about farm workers' problems. Chavez became famous on his fighting. He was noticed for many days. Once Chavez went for over 30 days without food. This makes people see that Chavez and worse and serious about the chance. One of the National Farm Workers Association most successful actions and a boycott. This is when people stop using a service of stop buying something. Boycotts often make business one lose money. A boycott can force a business to make a change. In 1965, Chavez organized a boycott of great farm workers' peace around with fruit, but the worst wanted people to see this by living conditions. They wanted the farm owners to pay and treat them fairly. So they began to march and host up signs. They told people about the poor condition of the farm work. They urged people to boycott or stop buying crops, and many people joined them. This forced the farm one to make a deal with the farm workers. The workers want the right to hire, pay, and other form of protection. They also want the right to come together to form a union. The great boycott was the success of Cesar Chavez, but he gave credit to all people who worked together. Chavez were encouraged by the farm workers to start hard. He was also greatly influenced by his faith in God. Chavez was a Christian. He followed the insight of Jesus Christ. Jesus often talked about the importance of poor people. Chavez says Jesus' life and words are challenge at the same time that they are good news. They are a challenge to those who are poor and oppressed by his life. He is calling us to give ourselves to others. We are called to share our life with our brothers and sisters who are also oppressed. He is calling us to hunger and thirst after justice in the same way that we hunger and thirst after for water. That is by putting a desire into practice. Cesar Chavez continued his farm works right until his death in 1993. His organization, the United Farm Workers Union, still works for the rights of farm workers in the United States. Many people still remember and respect Chavez's hard work, but more than that, people remember Cesar Chavez for his love. As he said, I have met many farm work and friends who love justice and who are willing to sacrifice for what is right. They remember of the teaching of the Bible. They are living symbol that Jesus promise is true. They have been hungry and thirsty for righteousness, and they have been satisfied. They are different, patient people who give strength to others. They have given to more love and hope and strength than they will ever know. The writer of this program was Rina Dow. The producer was Bruce Garland. Brothers and sisters, the voice you heard were from United States and United Kingdom. Quotes from Cesar Chavez come from the United Farm Workers website. All quotes were adapted for this program and voiced by Spotlight. You can listen this program again and reach it in the internet at www.radioenglish.net. This program is called Cesar Chavez Fighting for Work Alright.